TravelNameBlog.com, coming to you live from Onboard Wonder of the Seas in a very hot St. Thomas. Happy, what day is today? Thursday. As good as it was in December. For you guys. So thank you for joining us here on this delayed Monday broadcast. Every Monday we're live with you, internet permitting, right here on YouTube. And when we're not, roguelike.com. I'm here at the Lime and Coconut Bar, and it is very warm. And we're here for, I think, the next hour, internet permitting. Apologies in advance when the internet disappears. Hopefully it will work for everybody here. We've got M&T Living and Cooking, our first chatter in. Hello. Eleanor, 10 days till Oasis. Awesome. Love that. Chris Scarfo, hello. So let's start with today's live broadcast with the most important question. How many days until your next live? How many more? Let's count down together. NYC Love It for Life, hello. Welcome. Yeah, so run for is day 5? Yes, day 5 of the cruise. We've got a sea day, Cocoa Key, and then we're going home. But it's been a great cruise. Wonder is an amazing ship. It's hard to go wrong with a brand new cruise ship. So. Bad. It's really cutting out a lot. I wonder if that's the audio. Like the audio is the problem. It's terrible on this ship. I'm very disappointed with how it's gone. Let me try. Oh, the video. Both. Okay. Let's try the cell phone again. It's better now. Let me try the. The connection's gonna drop for a second, and then it's gonna hopefully come back when I'm on the cellular, and we'll do our best here. As Ronald Reagan once said, we're trying best. Personal hot on Melissa, I do see your super chat. I've not lost it. Fear not. This is, and you all wonder why I don't do live broadcasts from cruise ships. This is why. It's always a disaster. All right, here we go. We're back in 2 seconds. Let's see if it's any better now. Hopefully better. We're on the cellular connection now. Hopefully better. If it is, I'll answer Melissa's super chat. Melissa's purchased the refreshment package. You can order a non-alcoholic drink in the paper, a shot of liquor if you want mixed in. You can, but you're wasting your time. They're going to charge you basically the same amount of money. So just order the drink. I mean, you could order a shot, but you're going to have to do two different transactions. You're going to find it not really conducive for it. So we are on Wonder of the Seas. So yeah, we're on Wonder of the Seas in St. Thomas today. I thought the internet connection would be better, but where the shiz, and even though I am outdoors, I'm only getting 2 bars of service, which is fine for like checking Facebook, but live streaming, not so much there. So thank you to, by the way, thank you to Desiree for the super chat before the broadcast began. Teresa, thank you for the super chat as well. And Tall Richard, I can pull yours up on the screen. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate your super chat. I had a question about the beverage packages at the top. I have the top non-alcoholic package. I'm wondering if the cost of a cocktail beats the additional cost over a mocktail. No. Kind of piggybacking on Melissa's question, you would basically still be charged that way. It's all, Richard. It's either a mocktail or an alcoholic beverage, and you don't get partial credit because the soda is now complimentary, if that makes sense. So, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moon, your neighbor is on board the sailing. Great, love it. Blue Boy, if going in August, I'm assuming you're using the walk around the ship currently, it's like it's been pretty disappointing. It's functional enough, but it's pretty slow, and it's disappointing because when I wonder in December, it was phenomenal, and it was using Starlink. So I don't know what they've done to change it, but it's unfortunately a bad choice. So Tony Diaz, hello and welcome. Mass Cruiser wants to know, can my Mass little ones take your Xbox console aboard Allure? They can take it on board. I don't know about the fire hazard. I don't think that's a problem. The bigger issue is like connecting it to the TV, because you not only have to have access to the ports, but also a universal remote to change the input. So I'm not sure that will work there. Barbara Hawkins, thank you for the super chat. Hello from Odyssey. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Next question is from Heidi. Heidi, thank you for the super chat. Why is the lunch and dinner price so different from Izumi Hibachi? Is lunch a smaller portion? No, it's actually the same. So if they're a different price for hibachi, I do the lunch. It's the exact same meal as far as I know. The only change I've known, Heidi, for Izumi has been to the fixed price for sushi, but that has nothing to do with hibachi. So. Let's see here. Becky wants to know, when do the casinos become available and what do they show under? They'll become available at some point. There isn't like an exact time, Becky, like, 30, 60, 75 days before your cruise becomes available. It's just one day they're there. I wish I could give you a better answer than that, but that's the honest truth. And what do they show under? Guys, do you remember in the chat, what do they show under what category? I don't remember which category they're under there, but it's not very helpful. I would say it's under one of those, but yeah, you could have figured that one out. Hey, Fuji, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Have a Washington apple shot on me. Oh, God, those are gross. I've had those before. One of my good friends, Ryan, he drinks that all the time, and they're absolutely terrible. But I appreciate it, Fuji. Thank you, my friend. I'll put it to good use there. Eric wants to know, can you order multiple steaks at dinner at Shops Grill? The answer is no. It's one of the few specialty restaurants that limits you with the cover charge for entrees. But you can get unlimited appetizers, dessert, sides. So yeah. Ken wants to know, our Magic Band, our WoW bands, you guys are confusing me, available on Wonder Disease? Yes, they are. I would have mine on, but I took mine off when we went on our excursion. Ryan wants to know, have you ever been on Brilliance? Yes. Do you recommend it? Yes. I mean, the thing, Ryan, with all ships, whether it's Brilliance, Wonder, Odyssey, it's not a question of like, do I recommend it or anything like that. I do. But the question is, does it have the features and amenities that you are in a ship? But I really love Brilliance. It's a smaller ship, but it offers a lot to enjoy. So, yeah. Wow, Heidi, lunch is about $20 cheaper. You know what, Heidi? After this broadcast, I'm going to go look at that for one of my upcoming cruises to see if I'm seeing the same thing there. So, Stuart, what are your thoughts on a transatlantic repo cruise with Royal Caribbean? If you got the time, it's one of the values out there in terms of like, daily cost. Now, it's a great way to move up the Crown and Anchor Society faster because you've got a lot of nights, but it is a long time. It's a long time. Eleanor, thank you, Eleanor. The casitas show up under activities in the cruise plan. So thank you. Gene Smith, thank you for the super chat. Here's Gene's message. Next month, Harmony, May, Wonder, June, Serenade, August, Voyager, September, Grandeur. Giving you 2 thumbs ups. That's a lot of cruising, my friend. That is fantastic. Lori wants to know, worry April 24th selling on Mariner because of the April 1st cancellation. Worry? No, you're pretty far out there. I mean, Lori, as an example, I'm booked on the April 15th sailing of Mariner, so I'm like 2 cruises before you. I think it's pretty unlikely that they'll cancel more. Certainly not even up to my sailing. I mean, 1 or 2, okay. But I would say worry is not the word I would use. I think you're sufficiently far out that if they cancel that many cruises, that would be a lot of cruises. Like, that would be in an inordinate amount of cruises. So, Lauren, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the message, rather. Cruising next Wednesday. Will I be able to book the next cruise department for a cruise set for July 5th, 2024? Yes, absolutely. But here, Lauren, I don't know if you've heard my thoughts on this. I mean, it's you is to book your cruise now. Don't wait a week because the price can literally change between today and next week. And I hate for that price to go up and negate the price you could have seen beforehand. Jose Pena, it is good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Joanza? Hello? Is there a place with free burgers when you just purchase them at Johnny Rockets? No. Windjammer has burgers every day. Yep, so you're good on that. LP, thank you for the super chat. If I bring my own 12-pack of water, do I have to carry it on the ship myself, or can I be checking my luggage during vacation? You need to carry it on with you because you can't tell that it's water or liquor or beer, so it can get flagged by security. So your best bet is definitely bring it on board with you. I know it's kind of a hassle, but yeah. Kelly Healy, what a fun name to say. What's your favorite restaurant in Oasis? Izumi Hibachi. I really do love Izumi Hibachi. Although 150 Central Park, not bad either. So, Ryan, you are very welcome, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate you. Melissa with super chat. Thanks for taking time to host a live. Appreciate valuable information. You are very welcome. Thank you for checking out the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you. Brandon has a question for us. If I purchase a drink package, yeah, I'll do a bottle of water and a Washington apple. Washington apple, shot, I think. Diamond drinks, please. Yeah, thank you. All right, Poochie, it sounds terrible. The waitress sounded like it was a terrible idea. You're welcome. Mr. Shadow, yes, we're doing live today because on Monday the internet was mega doo-doo. So, yeah. With Schooner Bar, in my opinion, the Vision class ships, definitely. Vision or the Radiance class. They're massive, really, really nice venues there. So, Skyfrog, yes, that one, I believe that's the escape room on Oasis. That's the best one in the fleet. Really, really good. So, yes, recommend it quite a bit. Carrie B, it said, I thought you had to rule live streams the ship after Odyssey Thanksgiving Cruise. I do, but I'm a sucker for suffering here. So here I am. Jake, can I take food back from the Windjammer to my room if I want to eat on my balcony? Absolutely, yes, 100%. Absolutely. Ralph G, thank you for the super chat. I don't see a message. But thank you for the super chat, Ralph. If you've got a message, hopefully I will find it right there. Let us see here. Lots of questions, guys. Get as many as I can. Cold Productions wants to know. Next Saturday, I'll be boarding Odyssey of the season. I want to know what's the best thing to do on the ship. There's a lot of great things to do on the ship. You can go to Playmakers. You can go do bumper cars. You can do the North Star. You go to the pool. I mean, best is a very subjective term. But I'd recommend trying to do as much as you can. I mean, there's so many cool things you can do on board a cruise ship. You know, just try to, it's something to be like Tony Diaz and nap all day, but take some time, try to explore and do as much as you can. It really does make a difference. Craig, no, I'm on my cellular right now. The Wi-Fi was pretty, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, the internet's been terrible all week. And I was on Wonder in December, and it was phenomenal. Chef's kiss. Wow. But the internet this week has just been bad from the get-go, and it's been at best okay. So I don't know if they throttled it. I don't know if they have a new network configuration, but it is unfortunately not as good as it once was, and it's very disappointing. Oh, Brandon, sorry. If I purchase a drink package in the middle of the cruise, I only pay for the remaining days. Yes, you only pay for the remaining days of the cruise. Correct. That is a nice benefit to it, Brandon. Granted, you're going to pay more per day than you would for your cruise, but at the end of the day, on a 7-night cruise, if you purchase it after like day 3 as an example, you're probably coming out ahead of it. So yeah. Eric, any update on the adults-only area of Cocoa Key? It's going to open later this year. I believe December. They said December? That's the date I'm expecting it. But I mean, honestly, Eric, it could be like December 31st kind of a thing there. So, yeah. Boy, I'm not looking forward to this drink. I think it's going to be a terrible idea. Am I the voice? Am I the voiceover for the Royal Caribbean Cruise videos? Yes, yes, I am. And thank you for watching. Appreciate you. I'm trying to think of something funny to say, but I'm too tired to think about that. I did this. So just full disclosure, we did a shore excursion today, and went snorkeling and went to the beach, and it was great. We had a wonderful time. I got to tell you guys, I am bushed. I am just like, if I could, we could just do the stream or Matt. If I could close my eyes for the rest of the stream and just answer questions now, it's fine. I'm just. It seemed like a really good idea before I actually did that. So yeah. Oh, sorry, we already hit that one there. Ah, thank you. Yes, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right, first I'm having some water because this seems like a terrible idea. The waitress was like, good luck. Hope you don't throw up on the pool deck. If you do, please don't do it in my section. All right, first cheers, everybody. All right. And I didn't waste anything, but this was a diamond drink. All right, so here's the drink. Area down there. I don't know. Yep. This looks like a terrible idea. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for being here on your Thursday. Thank you, Poochie, for the drink. And here's having fun on a cruise and maybe questionable ideas later on. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. It's actually not bad. Very sweet. It's actually very sweet. Easy go. It went down very easily. Arnell, if I cancel an excursion or dinner reservation after boarding, is the refund the original payment or onboard credit? I believe it's onboard credit, as far as I know. I mean, I think at the same time, if you can spend that money at the end of the cruise, it might go back to your credit card. I'm not 100% sure on that. For North American cruises, the Caribbean, there is no COVID test required. If you're unvaccinated, I believe it's on the honor system to take a test, but nobody checks, nobody asks. So just putting that out there. Emily says, can you address the whole Premier Pass debacle? It was an oopsie, a mistake. I don't know. What would you like? I mean, we have an article about it. I mean, are you trying to, you want like a recap or like my opinion on something? But essentially, on Saturday, there was this new pass that showed up on the website, on the cruise planner, and I was like, oh, cool. I wrote about it, I bought it, and then after buying it, I realized, wow, this is really cheap. Like, there's something not right about this, because like half the things are worth way more than the package price. And yeah, it turned out to be an oopsie, and Royal Caribbean refunded the money, gave extra onboard credit, people's troubles there. Listen, everybody makes mistakes. No one's perfect. Certainly not Royal Caribbean. It is what it is. I bought it. I feel bad for folks who purchased it and then immediately canceled their like internet package because they obviously were getting a much better deal. I understand that. It sounds like from what I've seen some post people that if you call Royal Caribbean, you can get your original price honored there from the internet package. But I mean, it's in the grand scheme of things, it's a mistake. It happens. I don't think it's a big deal because they didn't wait 2 weeks. They could have, I think, gotten on top of it a heck of a lot faster. Clearly, nobody works on the weekend in that department, but it's an oopsie for sure. I make my fair share of oopsies. I'm not one to. I don't throw rocks in glass houses. Christina Myers, thank you so much for your super chat. What's cruising during spring break? Kids goes to my resort option that's kid friendly. I mean, yeah, it's spring break, but there's always kids on road. I mean, unless you're doing like a transatlantic or some really oddball itinerary, if you're doing a Caribbean cruise, there are going to be kids on your cruise. And even if you pick the most dead time of the year, January, there are still kids on the cruise. It doesn't bother me if there's maybe more kids than there might otherwise be. But we're talking about let's just make up numbers here, Christina, like 1,100. Can you tell the difference? Because I can't. It's a family cruise line. There's gonna be family. There'll be kids on board. So Short option is kid friendly. Ooh, oh, actually, well, Maya Champ. Honestly, Christina, very welcoming for kids, very accommodating. I can't really think of a better option because downtown in Maho, a number of beach places, but I think there's less for kids to do over there. So I would definitely say Maya Champ for sure. Adam, yeah, WoW bands are $9.99. What do you think about going on the same itinerary that you've been on before with the same class ships you've been on before? Sure, it's an opportunity to do more, explore more. You can't do everything on any ship or any. So I think it's a great idea. Yeah, it'd be great. If you could always go to new places and explore and expand your horizons. I'm all for that. But there's really nothing wrong, in my opinion, of going to the same places or on the same ship because first of all, you might find something you really like and you can do that again. Maybe you try something new. You get to see more on the ship that you didn't get to see the first time. So I think it's more of an opportunity than a disadvantage, certainly. Barbara Hawkins, thank you for the super chat. Wi-Fi has been awful on Odyssey also. I don't know what they did. I don't know that the Royal Caribbean did something. The satellites are out of whack. I don't know. But it's been really disappointing how they performed recently, which is a shame. All right, good news. That shot is starting to take effect. I'm starting to feel like. You ever feel like it's like? Kind of feel like. Kraken Jack, what a great name. My cousin is taking her first cruise on Wonder next week. What shows are can't miss? Any of the Aqua Theater, the Aqua Theater shows, the 365, the ice skating show, and Effectors 2. Is the Mason Jar Bar still a must-do? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Love that. The drink was a Washington apple. Tasted like apple juice, basically. It went down smooth, no question about it. But very, very, very. Katie Nunez, thank you for the super chat. 213 days till our first cruise on Allure for our belated honeymoon first year anniversary. Congratulations. All the info you provide is very helpful. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Thank you. Sean wants to know, does the key get reserved time for the escape room? No, it's not. Ryan wants to know, when will the Brilliance of the Seas cruise tour be available on YouTube? We don't have any right now to film Brilliance. We'd like to eventually, but it's not in the cards as of yet. So, yeah. Hey, Kevin J is here. Hello, Kevin. Good to see you. Welcome. NYC Lover says, if I get Royal up to Star Class weekend, I cancel the internet dining package and get on more credit. I mean, you should know before that. I mean, really speaking, you could get the Royal up less than 48 hours before your cruise. But I believe the answer is yes. I seem to recall other people saying that. I can't promise you that. I haven't tried it, but I would believe the answer would be yes. I can't imagine that it wouldn't be the case. So, yeah. Mohit says, I've done the check-in via baggage tag and cruise documents are not generated yet. Yeah, that comes out. All right, not during, so apologies that I'm not on the ball here. That's 45 days before your cruise. It's either 30 or 45. And that Washington is starting to take effect now, so my brain is like, anyway, 5 days before the end, you'll see it over there. So, yeah. Can people go, heck yeah, absolutely, yes. Katie, thank you for the super chat. After what time should we book our plane and disembarkation day? That's what we were talking about, but I would probably say no earlier than noon is a good bet. That way, there's no rush. Online security, you're good to go. So, yeah. Eric says, can I get an unopened beer to bring into my cabin in the lunch fridge pack? I just asked them, say, please don't open the can. Usually the answer is yeah. Katie again with this chat. Thank you, Katie. Any tips on what we do with our belongings when we're at a pool on the deck? Oh, honestly, I just put my stuff in if you have a bag, that's great. Put a towel over it. Just don't leave it in plain sight. Don't leave it out like, hey, here's all my money and my cash and my phone and my, just put it in a bag. Put it under a towel on your chair. I mean, believe it or not, most people are not going around stealing other people's stuff on board. So I think if you're you know, plain sight, that's about the most you can do about it. But that's what I do when I'm on the pool deck there. So, wow, that was a strong drink. I mean, I've had something to drink already today on the excursion, so it's not like this is my first drink of the day. But here I am. The answer to this question is yes, you can. It's just non-alcoholic beverages, whether it's Gatorade or water, doesn't matter. Nathan, did once a day service agreement policy? It did, yes. Certainly on this ship. I mean, they're rolling it out ship by, but they did already. Andy, the quest has been back. It's actually tonight here on Wonder of the Seas. It's kind of surprising that it's kind of early in the cruise. Man, somebody walked by with a local fresh. It smells so good. I could still go for a burrito right now. I think I'm gonna walk back to a local fresh and get something to eat. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. Love it. Eric, yeah, we went to La Romana. Nope, that's not Eric. Eric, we went to La Romana over Thanksgiving on Odyssey, and Punta Cana is like an hour away, like 45 minutes. So there's a lot of cool things to do in Punta Cana, La Romana. So I look at Punta Cana. It's like a 45-minute taxi ride, and it's all highway, so it's really easy to get there. Excuse me. Hello. Oh, hello. How are you? No, do you want to be on camera or do you not want to be on camera? So this is Even Cast. Barry, he's been online. We've known each other for a lot of time, many years.
Yes, enjoying your cruise.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, thank you very much. Good. Thank you for saying hello.
I'm not getting this.
Any what? Oh, well, this is on YouTube. I don't know if yeah, Facebook would be a different one, but yeah.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. What are the amenities you get in a Grand Spin? What are the amenities in your Grand Spin Independence of the Seas? Priority embarkation, disembarkation, upgraded toiletries in your room. Concierge, suite lounge, concierge service, you know that. That's about it. Wait, I mean, you got the on the pool deck, there's reserved seating for you. You don't get internet. No, definitely. Thank you. She has to want another one. Dude. Fuji, I will tell you, the drink definitely. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Eleanor has a nice question for us. I talked to Royal Caribbean today with some questions. I was told that the key room service is complimentary with the key. That was the case earlier in the when cruising first restarted. I thought they got rid of that one. I don't believe that's still the case. I could be wrong, but I remember they did that earlier on. So I don't think that's the case anymore. I would go off. Here's what I would tell you, Eleanor, with the key. The list of benefits are listed when you go to the cruise planner. They have a list. There's usually a bolded list that's included there. And we guys got more time here, and we got to wrap it up because my battery is slowly dying on both my laptop and my phone. Christine, it is per stateroom. Per stateroom. Dennis, first-time cruisers on Quantum of the Seas, 180 days. We're going on we're going to book a future cruise on this one. You mentioned you could transfer to rope. Sorry. Mentioned you could transfer to travel agent. Can you explain again how to do it? Yeah. If you book, so when you're on the cruise on Quantum, and if you book our agent, there's something extra to do. When you go to next cruise, hey, it's attributed back to my travel agent I already used. But if you didn't, or you want to use another agent, hey, please give me this reservation back to myself, not to the agent that's on file. And then when you get off the ship, contact your agent and then give you a form to fill out. You have 30 days to make the transfer over to that agent. So there you go. Megan, do you have to request the twin beds pushed together to make a king in your room? Usually it comes that way, but you can always ask your stateroom attendant. Either split them or combine them. Doing either one. You don't have to do it in advance necessarily. Eric, the answer to your question is when can you check in at 12:01 a.m. the day it opens? Yes, but 12:01 in the time zone is it? Australia. That's a different 12:01 a.m. than if you live in the U.S. Does that make sense? So 12:01 a.m. time zone, your ship will be. Lori says, I have 2 kids coming with me, and I was hoping not to buy them a passport. I'm going on the Oasis April 2024 to Labadee. Do I need the birth certificates with us on the islands? Yeah, islands, no. You just need them to get on board the ship. Once you're off the ship, there's no point in bringing your birth certificates off there because you ain't flying home from those places. Not to mention the private islands, so you really can't get lost on those places. No, do not. You don't. B. Poggy, thank you for the super chat. Is it worth it to bid for your upgrade to your room with window room? I mean, it's worth it in the sense that if the bid comes through, sure. But number one, just because there is a bidding opportunity does not mean there's actually a room available for you to bid for. Royal Caribbean often uses Royal Up as a just in case somebody last minute mechanism. So just because you're seeing a room opportunity doesn't mean there's actually one. But I mean, if you can afford it, sure, you never know, right? Christina, one last question. What kind of cabin did you bring? Pros and cons. We didn't on this one. I got my kids with me, my wife. She puts up with a lot with me going on cruises for research, and it's research, by the way. So whenever my wife and my kids are with us, I want to urge a little bit, be able to treat that. It's more about them than it is for me. I really don't care which cabin I'm in, but we're in there. And the pros and cons of that. Pro is obviously the service. We're right on deck 18, so really easy access to the concierge lounge, to the suite sun deck. That's amazing. Of course, the con is the price. I mean, I could have, spent a quarter of that or a third of that, maybe probably about half, to get like 2 connecting balcony rooms for Christina. But it was nice. Listen, at the end of the day, YOLO, book it, treat yourself. My wife deserves it. My kids don't deserve anything. My wife certainly deserves it. So I want to make sure we're making it as easy as possible on them as a thank you for being here. Let's see here. And everybody's eligible to participate. You'll get the Royal Ups about 30 days out from your cruise. So there you go. Jenna De Laurentiis in the house. Look at this. Our video editor. Jenna, if someone else would literally stop the video right now and go get ice cream, I don't know, for me. Like, it's right around the corner over here. This is our video editor, Jenna. She is top HD video quality for tomorrow's Q&A. That means it's terrible. Jenna, the internet is terrible. I'm on my cell phone. This is as good as it's going to get. So it's all up to you to make this video look amazing. I don't know how you're going to do it, but just saying, no pressure, but it's all up to you. And on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Scott, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Enjoy your cruise. Thank you. And also, Jenna, if you can remove all the sweat off my forehead during this video in post-production, that would be amazing. I am sweating like a pig right now. This is a spot. There's a table. There's, I got drink service over here, but there is no air movement at all. So I am sweating bullets over here with all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us here. Apologies for the internet in the beginning, but glad that it kind of worked out. And I'm sure Jenna can't wait to get this video processed and edited for Friday, by the way, Jenna. We'll do this on Friday because we need to do it on Wednesday. Why not? We all need a Jenna in our lives. See, this is a really nice thing right there. I agree. I need to do a heart. There you go. We all need a Jenna in our lives. 100%. Jenna does an amazing job. When she's not eating ice cream, she does an amazing job. All right, guys. check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We'll be live again on Monday, as per usual, and I'll be back home, and the internet will work, and we won't have these kind of issues, and there will not be shots put in front of me in order there. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us here. Have a great rest of your week. Stay safe out there. Do something fun. That's important as well. And we'll talk again very soon right here on YouTube. Bye, everybody.